One thing I do want to point out, though, you know, the controller, Alex Myers, was a player who has definitely suffered from a lot of physical ailments from the way that he used the controller and had trouble with that. Going with the ergo box now, kind of like a hit box, but on its side a little bit. You know how you have the vertical mice that so you keep your hand in that. So now the hitbox buttons are also kind of aligned vertically as well as the buttons, and so it keeps your hand in a natural position. So again, it's just really cool. I mean, you see Jot with a hitbox. I know someone else was using a snap box. Someone was using a joystick. Someone was using a pad. And so a lot of times people always ask you like, "Hey, James, you know, for Street Fighter, you know, what controller should I use?" It's like, use whatever feels good for you.
It's wild because some people would be like, would I rather use a pad or would I use a fight stick? You know, some of the best players use both. Like some of the best players in the world happen to use a PlayStation pad, right? So you could go and pretty much do your best with either peripheral. And one of the things I did like about the ergo box and the hitbox, right? It's allowed for so many more players to be more versatile as the years go by, right? I mean, I definitely suffer from that kind of same ailment a little bit. I'm starting to feel it more and more.
Dang.
I'm definitely starting to feel it more and more. So I have to hit up Ultra Daisy for that, by the way, because his splits in two. A modified hitbox. Super sick.
He made his own controller, okay?
Amazing, by the way. Let's talk about this matchup real quick. So I want to highlight Jot's pick with Luke. It makes a lot of sense because his training partners are Chris CCH, Hylix as well. They're all in the same kind of group, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we have 3 Lukes here. Actually, 4 technically, because XSK is also playing Luke.
Right.
So it's been a very Luke-esque kind of top 16 thus far.
And look at this. Alex Myers is indeed using the Hazanshu.
Perfect.
Okay, I want to see what kind of new juice he has with that. But, you know, Chun-Li, obviously, she's always been one of the best in footsies. Great range on her normals and such. And so, you know, she might be able to help kind of mitigate the advantage that Luke has on some of Luke's normals.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things, too, the nerfs against Chun-Li is the fact that they made her heavier normals way easier to whiff punish just like that.
Like that, yep. Exactly. Thank you guys for demonstrating that for us, you know.
Listening in.
The Wake Up EX, just gonna do it. Oof. Okay. Ooh, did not get frame trap. Nice patience right there from Alex. Ooh, Alex is sitting on a lot of trigger right now, and he hasn't done anything with it yet.
Oh, he's about to, and it's gonna be for the win, actually.
Yeah.
It's as if you called it.
Yeah, thank you again for demonstrating. No, I'm just kidding. They're following the script to a T right now. Next that's going to happen is a whiff punish into the EX. No, I'm just kidding.
My favorite is, is this recorded? After we call something
I know.
Come on, man.
Yep, going to be able to link out of that. It's one of the best things about that button to fish with. Counter hit, but I actually didn't get anything out of that. That was interesting. I thought that he was going to be able to link out of that, especially as a counter.
And I do like this. I will say from Alex Myers, he actually forced Jot to get that activation out. He dashed up and just waited. He wanted to force that activation instead of getting it as an opening and taking more damage.
Oh my goodness.
He's still able to whiff punish that?
Oh, man.
Oh,
again, those buttons from Luke. And his buttons are deceptive. They don't look like they reach as far as they do, but it's just the forward movement that he has on a lot of them.
We can't say the buttons on Luke when he's facing off against the queen of buttons.
Exactly, exactly. But look at this. Jot now with the rush down here in the corner. You've got to hold those plus frames. And Alex trying to fight his way out of the corner. Oh, God. Just blocked the jump. Didn't have the anti-air. Not a good trade. And now the crush. And he... Oh, no. A drop combo from Jot. He held the button too long. But now he gets the throw. And Jot, just like that. Game number 1. That third round was dominating for Jot. And so Jot now coming into game number 2, I think, feeling good about himself. Alex Myers really got to figure out a way to counter this. Do you think we might see a character change? He did dabble in some Cammy for a little bit, obviously. He has that Sakura.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but I also don't think he did poorly with Chun-Li. I think it was just fine. There were a couple of mishaps that came from a whip stand fierce. But for the most part, I think he played it well enough.
Throwing out that standing heavy kick. Of course, can't hit crouchers. Okay, there we go. But just a stand medium kick, not a huge amount of punish. Jot right now doing a good job just kind of playing this patient game, and he's really, really dominating in the neutral right now over Alex. Oh, wait, here's a good opportunity for Alex now. Counter hit, but he didn't go for the EX legs afterwards. Interesting.
Saving the meter, didn't want to even score the knockdown. I feel like I would have been more of an advantageous position for Myers, right? Getting the damage and the Oki, but now it's going to be Jot's turn. He does get the activation off of a block. No anti-air there, but it's going to be a side switch. Even better for Jot.
Yeah, I feel like that lack of a link into the EX lightning legs is what made him do it on block there. Because, you know, you just kind of like want to make up for it. Oh, well, now you're dead.
Yeah, now you're dead, right?
All right, so Jot with some strong domination here, winning multiple rounds in a row. Just one round away now from taking this over. Alex too early on the throw. He hadn't landed yet.
A little awkward there. He's going to confirm off the crouching light kick. And Myers still another awkward instance. Jot getting the most of it. The Avenger getting that juggle point as well. Or excuse me, getting the juggle for the Oki and the corner carry at that.
There's those plus frames. Wow, just side swipe with that TP. Oh, he wanted that throw. Nice whip punish from Alex here. Has an opportunity, goes for the reset, tries to catch a back dash, but Jot remaining very calm and staying down on the ground.
This is such a dangerous position for Myers. It could have been an uppercut from Jot. Wasn't ready for it. Watch out for the Sandbuster. Watch out for the trigger from 3/4. That could have been so dangerous had he confirmed it. Just a moment away for Jot.
Oh, now it's just a tie.
Oh, the overhead block.
Why would you go for that kind of a risk?
Why not, James? Why not?
Oh, and that's gonna get. That's why not.
I should have said why, Jot.
Why?
Why?
That's why you don't go for something like that.
I meant to say why, Jot.
Why? I mean, if it had landed, it would have been like he's a genius kind of thing,
fair,
you know?
Fair.
But, you know, good block from Alex and the comeback there. And now, is that the power-up that Alex might need here to kind of just all of a sudden like, you know what? This is meant to be. It's my game. Oh, try to go for the air-to-air jump heavy punch. Oh. Okay, there we go. Jot getting his anti-airs back, his anti-air groove back.
You see Alex Myers just, it's so distracting the way he moves about in neutral, but it hasn't really deterred Jot one bit.
Yeah, and it is one of the advantages of having one of those button controllers. It's easier to do that kind of wiggle walk, basically. All right.
So no chaser. Overfierce afterwards, gets a forward throw now. This is going to be very dangerous for Myers. If Jot gets confirmed. Oh, I lied. No, he's using 2 EXs already.
Yeah, that's right. He spent his meter, and oh no! Oh, okay. Actually, he gets a link here.
But is it enough for scaling? And it's gonna be enough.
Oh, and look at this. Like I said, that previous round was enough maybe to give Alex Myers that kind of. All right, no, it's like that comeback, that movie comeback moment. You're on the ground, it's slow motion, they blur the audio, you know, and you see the guy like thinking, and he flashes back to when his master's been training him, and then he gets up, and that's that
what
moment.
Movie is this, James?
I don't know.
Okay.
Every movie.
Every movie. Every time I think about comebacks, I always think about Rocky IV.
Oh, yeah.
See, you cut him. He's not a machine. He's a man. I'm seeing 3 of them out there. Hit the one in the middle. It's a classic, man. It's always a classic.
Absolutely. God. But that would almost be in favor of Luke, right? I mean, we're fighting in the ring. He's got the USA jersey and everything like that. True. So, you know, it's kind of a...
Maybe. But either way, Alex Myers does make it out alive. And that was so scary, too. You saw the Avenger coming out from Jot, just miscalculated or a little overzealous with it, I should say, is more accurate. And that's the kind of morale booster that Alex Myers strives off of.
Yes, exactly. You know, I want to say that, like, Alex is very much a momentum, kind of emotional kind of player, right? So once things are going well, he's very, very strong.
Feels that, yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah, I heard the gasp, and that is because Jot has gone back to the Manat.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a punish for sure. There's that Hazanchu. We barely saw him use it at all in the previous match. But we see it used once here for Alex.
And I love that. Just being able to absorb the fireball. Oh, boy.
Oh, the double dash and nothing from Jot. Oh, you jump back towards the orb. Interesting.
And that's going to be just fine. I mean, Myers is still moving around this orb placement no matter what. Jot has... not really made a threat with some of the orb placements, or at least some of the block swings going into orb. There hasn't been enough to deter Alex Myers from going forward. We've literally seen 2 sequences where he's double dashed against Jot after the orb has been released.
And this is tough right here because now Jot might be fighting the regret, like, I should have stuck with Luke. You know, you get that thought into your head. So let's hopefully Jot can fight around that right now and not be too affected by that situation. So here we go. It's a good sequence for Jot now. Doing a good job trying to keep Alex out. Oh, but Alex just has good spacing and range on when to all of a sudden shift to forward movement and find that poke in there.
It's pretty impressive, actually, just knowing full well when to go forward. But Jot, he's starting to switch it up a little bit, right? He does have this life, and he's actually pursuing forward.
And almost has the V trigger on deck as well. Didn't get a chance to do much with the trigger last round.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dash and
he can't anti-air.
Go in, yeah.
Oh, boy. This is one of the biggest things you have to do against Manada, defend against the orbs. And Myers has done a great job already.
Yeah.
Down to 1. Jot barely has a life lead.
No more orbs.
And this is going to be pretty good for Myers, stealing it back little by little.
And he's got the life lead here, which is why you see Jot.
Too high!
No, that's too high, yeah. Not going to be enough to kill. He didn't have to meet it for the EX, but he's going to get the heavy punch. And sure enough, Alex Myers going to survive that match. And off of blocking that single overhead and get out of this first round losers bracket. Now, obviously, it's great for Alex, but you know who he has to fight next, right?
Who?
Chris CCH.
Oh, boy. If it ain't one Luke, it's another.
Exactly.
I got to say, man, Jot, there was a little unfamiliarity with that matchup, I feel like. There was certain instances where that last one, for example, he recalled the orb in front of Alex Myers.
Right.
Or in front of, no, let me rephrase. He recalled the orb in front of Chun-Li.
And you know, I mean, that might have been one of those situations where Alex, as soon as he saw that Monat pick, he was probably like, oh good, okay, I'll fight this character, you know? Because you can see right here, Jot doing so well here. He has the 1-0 lead. Look at this life lead that he has. Look at this huge lead that he has. But then here comes Alex Myers. And then that's there is the block. And then we go into this sequence here. And all Alex needs is one more mix-up. And he chases the V-shift. What a call-out on the V-shift.
That was so smart for Myers, too. And it all went downhill after that. Yeah, it does get the full conversion. There's just one hit that he needed while having V-trigger, one of the biggest threats possible.
Yeah, and then the Monat just was not able to do much there. Unfortunately, Alex did not have a leader for the EX, but it didn't matter. Just walked up, standing heavy punch to take it,